Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another StreamYard vid. So, first things first, I gotta give a huge shout out to Jessica Mccaskill, man. We gotta get into it right now. Now, Jessica McCaskill pretty much shocked the world by defeating the long-reigning undisputed welterweight champion of the world, Cecilia Breakers, in the 10-round decision, a majority decision, by the way, it took place on the zone card, and I think in what was it, Kansas, I believe, or where was? Oh, in Oklahoma. Okay, yeah, it took place in Tulsa, Oklahoma tonight, and I gotta say one thing. Huge shout out for Jessica. I was hoping she could win it, even though I didn't give her a chance to win in the fight going in, given my pre-fight predictions. I thought Cecilia was going to be too much for her as far as the weight, the mobility, the craftiness, and the skill gap between the two. And not saying that just Jessica doesn't have any skills, but what I'm saying is that she has been progressing as in each fight during her short pro career, which is a good thing. But she was going in there against a long reigning champion who's been on top for so many years, um, who hasn't come close to being defeated other than the Cali Reese fight. Some people felt that. I mean, I thought Cecilia Breakers pulled away from that fight, but it was a close fight. But I didn't think Reese did enough to win it, other than scoring the knockdown. But after that fight, you could tell that Cecilia Breakers is kind of like, she's losing a step here and there. But all I gotta say is that looking at the scores, right? One judge scored the fight. It was a majority decision, as I just pointed out. One judge scored it 95-95. Another judge scored it 97-94, and one judge scored it 190. Scored it 97-93. Now, whoever scored that fight a draw, I mean, seriously, I could see. It kind of makes me wonder why they were taking so long trying to get the cards together, because they were trying to find a way to give Cecilia Breakers a benefit of the doubt here. There's no way she made this a close fight, and there was no way in hell that you can even give her some rounds where you feel that she had won the fight. No way at all. And let me just say this: Cecilia Breakers, as much as I respect her, I do. I admire her as a fighter. Okay, she throughout the entire night was holding, grabbing, wasn't trying to fight in the inside. Mccaskill was pressuring her all night long. Mccaskill was slipping her shots, throwing some uppercuts, hitting her with the body, which pretty much stabilized and neutralized Breakers' mobility. And that's the number one rule when you do to a boxer like Breakers. A person who likes to move around, who likes to give you angles, who likes to time you perfectly, you have to make them stationary and make them. You got to force them to fight you toe to toe by breaking them down to the body. And that's exactly what Mccaskill did. And all I gotta say is shout out to Rick Ramos. If you're listening out here, man, you may be listening to this video as you guys get back to your hotel rooms to celebrate your win, which you rightfully should do. You guys had a great game plan going in tonight. I did doubt you guys going in. I'll admit that, but you proved me wrong, and I hoped you guys proved me wrong too. And I didn't mention that on a live stream, on my last live stream. So shout out to you guys. Congratulations, Jessica Caskilla. Um, let's see where you go from here at this point. Are you going to stay at 147, or are you going to go back down to 140 and just defend your titles down there? So now Jessica McCaskill is the unified and lineal 140-pound champion. She's also the undisputed 147-pound welterweight champion. So she's got two. She's a champion in two different weight classes simultaneously, and the last fighter to do that. I mean, well, it's not a rarity. It happens. I mean, Floyd did it. Canelo did it at one point. Well, if you count that 168 title as a real title. Well, actually, Canelo, had the 175 belt when he beat Kovalev, and he's still the middleweight champion. So it's nothing new. But as far as Claressa Shields has done it one too many times, holding belts and simultaneously in different weight classes. So McCaskill is added onto that list. But shout out to Jessica. She, fought a perfect game plan, and she looked better technically in this fight too, and to my surprise as well. Even though she was getting a little tired, she was getting a little sluggish in there, but she still had the heart. And that's the thing about Jessica. She's got the chin, she's got the heart, and she's not gonna quit. And some people felt that she got the worst end of the stick on the decision against Kaylee Taylor when they first fought. So, and after that fight, she's gotten much better. I think, if you ever rematch them again, which I think Eddie Hearn would more likely would do if Katie Taylor gets past Delphine Person, which I doubt she. Not saying doubt. I think. Let's put it this way: I'm going to give Person the chance to win that fight. She's going to win it. I believe Person's going to win that fight. If Katie Taylor can get past Person, I think the next matchup should be made is the rematch between Katie Taylor versus Jessica McCaskill for the 147-pound title. Well, Katie Taylor still holds the 140, the other two belts at 140. So maybe they can have undisputed clash at 140 to make it easier for them. I don't know. This is definitely going to be interesting to see how this is going to match up. And I also put in the title Claressa Shields. Now, will Jessica and Rick Ramos, will they going to sit down and decide what they're going to do here? I think the best route for them is going to go after Katie Taylor if she gets past Delphine Persoon in their rematch. Um, so if that's not the case, then maybe Claressa Shields is an option. But Claressa Shields, that is another feat right there because Claressa Shields is very huge. She's much more powerful. She's faster, and then she's more youthful than Breakus. So I'm not sure. I mean, if they even think about going that route, mm, me personally, I'll advise against it as of right now. I guess we were all hoping for that huge clash between Breakers versus Shields, and of course Breakers was turning that fight down, and it is what it is, man. And Cecilia's had a long career. Should she retire at this point? No, I think she's got some miles left in her clock. Left in her engine, I should say. But we'll see how this pans out between Cecilia. So I just wanted to come on quickly and say congratulations to Jessica McCaskill for a very tremendous victory. Again, some people call it an upset. I mean, I have to call it an upset because I didn't think she was going to win it. And She did it. Shout out to her. So yeah, let's get that rematch with Katie Taylor. I think that needs to be made next. If Katie Taylor can get past Delphine Person, which that won't be easy for Katie, and Katie knows it too. And uh, that's going to be a very difficult fight. And who knows that we could probably see another. I wouldn't call that one an upset if a Person beats her. So, if Person beats her, then hell, Katie Taylor versus Delphine Person, that would be a damn good fight. That's definitely gonna be a slugfest. I definitely want to see that one. So, I mean, Person is a naturally small girl too. So, she could make the climb up to 140 to to fight McCaskill, or they can meet at a catchweight at one for welterweight for the undisputed welterweight titles. I mean, we'll see. Or it's possible. No, let's not jump the gun here. It's possible that Cecilia Breakers may have a rematch clause. Now, will Cecilia sit down with her team and talk to Abel Sanchez, which some people are now saying that that's a mistake for her to go with Abel Sanchez rather than dump Jonathan Banks? Um, will they sit down and decide they want to go ahead and invoke their rematch clause against McCaskill? Me personally, no, because this was pretty much a one-sided fight. I don't see how a judge could score that fight on 95-95. No way in hell the Breakers will make that fight close. I gave her at least 2 rounds at best. I gave her 1 round. You could probably squeeze in another round or two, but she pretty much lost this fight by a mile. No way in hell she won that fight or made it close. No way. I just can't see how Breakers did it. I mean, all she did was grab and hold the whole night, jabbed and grabbed. Didn't want to fight in the inside. Yes, she was hitting some good counters as well, but get it didn't really give it didn't really keep Mccaskill honest. It didn't really give her much respect. And McCaskill kept coming forward, kept pressuring her, hit her, dig her to the body, hit her with some uppercuts, hit her with some counter rights as well. I mean, McCaskill really, really surprised me here tonight. So shout out to Jessica, shout out to Rick Ramos. Tremendous job to you guys. Clap for you guys. Other than that, David Benavidez did what he had to do tonight. Too bad he lost his title on the scales. Came over 3 pounds over the super middleweight limit. That's just a sign of the fact that he might not be able to make 168 any longer. To be honest with you, even though I think he did say he will stay at 168, but I don't know, man. You're too big for that weight, David. I'm just keeping it real. You're too big for that weight, but we'll see how's that plan out. But he did punish Alexis Angulo tonight, which was expected for him to do that. So, pretty impressive. But we got to see him in there against another live body. I mean, Andy Durrell was a good opponent for David Benavidez, but definitely Caleb Plant. That's the fight that need to be made. But it lost a little bit of significance given the fact that Benavidez doesn't have his title now. He lost it on the scale. So, we'll see how this pans out. Um, Other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and then I guess we'll talk about this tomorrow morning where everybody's up and wake. All right, y'all, I'm out.